Hey there. Wow. OBS froze for a second. Apologies. Welcome to Sinbin Stream tonight. Friday night football. Memphis Showboats at San Antonio Brahmas UFL action. And yeah, when I went live on OBS, I thought it froze the clock for a second. Wanted to make sure everything was set. All right, we got heavy winds in the Chicago suburbs tonight. Hopefully, I don't, have any issues going forward. And there's the score bug at the bottom. We have the 1-6 Memphis Showboats 1-4 in their USFL conference, taking on the 1-6 San Antonio Brahmas 1-3 in their XFL conference. So these teams are likely playing out the string here. Not likely headed for the playoffs. Pretty much, they can if they haven't already been eliminated, I'm sure they'll be eliminated shortly. And if you missed it earlier, the Cubs beat the White Sox 13-3 in Wrigley today. Sorry, I was just checking the audio. We're good. All right, just about set. Let me close and reopen YouTube Studio, of course, or the live control panel. There we go. All right. All right. All right, they're at commercial on Fox. All right. Tomorrow night, Winnipeg Jets at Dallas Stars, Game 6. Dallas leads that second round NHL playoff series 3-2. Western Conference action. Then Sunday, Sox at Cubs, 1:15. The stream starts. Oh boy, my picture's breaking up on Fox. I got two bars. Again, it is windy. Hopefully everything's all right. And Monday, 3 game set. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Mariners at White Sox, 6:40 for Monday and Tuesday, game 1. Wednesday, 1:10 in the afternoon. Again, the streams will start about, those are first pitch times approximate, and I'll start 5 minutes before that. And Thursday we'll have the WNBA game, the Sky game. They open tomorrow at Indiana, or is it Indiana Fever? Play in Indianapolis. But again, I think I'm gonna miss it. My 15-year-old son's last baseball game is that day. Doubleheader at 10 and likely 12, so I don't think I'll get back in time. So probably just gonna do the playoff hockey in prime time. All right, looks like we're about set to go. So let me get this off of there. Looks like they're flipping the lights in San Antonio before kickoff. Let me get to the play-by-play. They don't have it yet. All right, I need to minimize this for a little bit. Got the, whoops, what happened to my football score bug? What in the world? Oh gosh, that scared me. I thought it had crashed in the browser. All right. Should we minimize the scores? Yeah, and then just, all right, game status and flag. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Jim Turner, Memphis interim head coach. Peyton Pardee, San Antonio interim head coach. As Wade Phillips had some health issues, stepped aside for San Antonio. And of course, there's the kickoff in the air, right to left, taken by the Showboats at the 3, returned up the left hash mark, out to about the 30-yard line, but hold on, we have a flag at 14:53 on the opening kickoff. All right, here comes the ref. We have holding on Memphis. That'll back them up 10. Jeff Heiser is the referee today. Troy Williams is the QB, number 3 for the Memphis Showboats, and their blue is a little bit lighter. Oh boy, my signal is a little bit weak for Fox tonight. It's been breaking up. We got a lot of wind to deal with tonight. So hopefully everything's all right. All right, they are slow with the play-by-play in San Antonio. Still nothing. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Back to pass. Looks, throws short down the field and incomplete. 14:46. They'll mark it in play, and the clock will start rolling shortly. I'm going to do it now. Jonathan Adams, number 9, and Deneric Prince, number 34. Adams, wide receiver. Prince, running back. Players to watch, Memphis offense. Buggs, a defensive end, number 95, and Beckett, linebacker, number 1, are the players to watch for the San Antonio Brahmas defense. So Showboats shotgun, handoff to Prince, up the left hash to the 25, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Showboats in all blue. They've got yellow yokes, on the shoulders, similar to this old Packers jersey. And the Brahmas are wearing yellow jerseys and this like charcoal or gray color. All right. Do they have anything yet on their? Nope. What is going on today? All right. 3rd and 4. Clock rolling. In shotgun. Oh, that's a false start by the wideout. They had 3 wide receivers right and 2 to the left. So false start or offside. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 from their own 20, I believe. 13:38. And did they roll? Oh, yeah, they rolled the clock. 3rd and 9. Ooh, I got to get new lighting. These lights are a little hot to sit through. Shotgun, back to pass, and the rush gets there, hits home, and that is a sack. 4th and long. Not sure how many yards they lost, but 4th and long. Rushed 4, and the interior lineman, the guard, left guard, just let his guy beat him, and He was able to sack the quarterback with his left arm as he was still getting blocked a little bit. All right, 4th and 17. The punt will be from their own end zone. 12:37, clock rolling. Here's the snap. The kick from the punter, short. Actually, it takes a great bounce from Memphis. Inside the 30, 25, 20, picked up at the 19, returned up the middle to maybe the 21-yard line. Clock stops at 12:20. Whoops, I forgot the possession. This will be the Brahmas' first possession of the game. 1st and 10. Here in the opening quarter. Kevin Hogan is the quarterback from the Brahmas. All right, what is going on here? Live stats. Why are these not working? They have no live stats tonight. I don't know what the problem is. Am I in the wrong game? I don't know. Run up the middle. Short gain by number 6. 2nd down. I guess they don't have live stats tonight. They are struggling. All right, let's go back to their homepage. Whoops. Let's go through Game Center here. Live stats. Nope, nothing. I don't know why they don't have anything going yet on their stats page. All right, shotgun, back to pass, hits the back out of the backfield. He has enough. Oh, maybe not. Might be a half a yard short. It depends on the mark here, if it's 1st and 10 or 3rd and 1. Whoops, my clock got a little bit ahead here. 11:30 to go. It is 3rd and 1, so he was close but out of bounds before he picked up the first down. All right, 2 receivers and it looks like a tight end to the left. Running back behind him on this 3rd and 1 play. Hogan takes the snap. Immediate handoff to the left side. Enough for a first down. Keep an eye on the clock. Yeah, I'm a tick ahead. I'm going to pause it here. All right, there we go. 1st and 10 for the Brahmas. All right, seriously, what is going on? Do I need to try a different browser? They've got nothing. All right, in shotgun, 2 to each side. Back to throw. Throws left near the sideline. Caught 88. Out of bounds near the 39. 2nd and we'll call it 5. They'll probably say 4. Second and 3. I wasn't sure where they were marking them out. Hogan, 2 for 2 for 12 yards. 2nd and 3. Shotgun, handoff, and that goes nowhere. Probably a loss of 2, bringing up a 3rd and 5. Yep, 3rd and 5. What is going on with their live stats? Does anybody else have live stats? May 16th, Memphis, San Antonio. Yeah, they have nothing. All right, back to pass. Throws right. Intercepted. This is going to be an easy pick 6. The other way. Stepped in front of it at 9:18 to go in the first. And that is a touchdown for the road team, Memphis Showboats, on a pick 6. Hogan had 2 to his right and a back and shotgun with him to his left. Looked right at the first down marker, and then number 13, I think, just stepped in front of it. About a 40-yard pick 6. Yeah. I can't read the name on his jersey. Wow, it would be nice if we had live stats. I don't know what is going on in San Antonio. All right, they're going for 2 from the 5-yard line. Back to pass over the middle, caught for 2. And the Showboats take a 8-0 lead to end the Brahmas' first drive. Bad throw by Hogan. He telegraphed it. And they go to commercial. All right, 9:18 to go in the first. So the Brahmas will get the ball back provided they don't fumble the upcoming kickoff. Oh, man. What is going on? What has killed their live stats here? Let me close the... Oh, I need to turn it a little so it's not... Do I need to bring it closer? Maybe. No. Yeah, it's not as bad. All right, let me reopen it. I'll check other sports too. Oh no, their site die? What? Yeah, their live stats seem to be dead. I don't get it. Yeah, no live stats to speak of yet. All right, well, keep an eye on was there a game 6 tonight, I believe? So we have Leafs and Panthers in Florida. Panthers lead the series 3-2. This is game 6. Game 7 would be Sunday. And again, we have the Winnipeg Jets at Dallas Stars tomorrow night. That is game 6. Stars lead 3-2. Game 7, if the Jets win, would be Monday then. So we got a penalty on the Leafs. Benoit interference against Greer. So a Panthers power play coming up. And we will check NBA.com. Did I miss the kickoff? Did they even show the kickoff? No, all right, we're getting set. Yep, the severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for likely Cook County. I haven't got there yet. All right, caught at about the 7, returned on the right side, past the 30, up to maybe the 34. First down, Brahmas, and now I don't know what the time is because they're covering it with the weather warning. I'll let a little bit go. All right, so 1st and 10. Now Brahmas ball. Pick 6. Okay, the Brahmas were favored by 1.5. Over-unders 37.5, but the pregame odds at least. All right. 2 receivers. It looks like a tight end to his left. In shotgun, a back to his left. He hands it off. Gets it to the 35, probably 2nd and 8 coming up. What the heck? Why did I put empty on the down? Apologies. All right, let's see if maybe they'll get things going by the 2nd quarter or something. Nope. We have nothing. And I think I forgot to start the clock. Apologies. 8:42. I'll fix it later. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws left, incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 8. Yeah, this one I guess I could manually fix this one maybe. Nah, I'm gonna. Crap. I'll get it in a minute. 3rd and 8. Three receivers to his right, one to his left. A back with him and shotgun to the left. Back to pass, looking, steps up. Flushed out to the left. He's going for the first down. He gets it at about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Brahmas. If you joined us late, the Brahmas threw a pick 6, about 40 yards on their first possession. Showboats punted on their first possession. For some reason, the live stats aren't working on the UFL site from San Antonio tonight. Hopefully they wake up and get it solved. If not, we'll keep an eye on hockey and basketball. Shotgun, handoff to number 6. Gets out to the right side. They're going to mark him at the 50, bringing up 2nd and 6. Hogan's 2 for 4, 12 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick thus far. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to leave up this week that long. All right, clock rolling. Oh, I got to pause mine. 2nd and 6, 4 seconds on the play clock. Back to pass, throws over the middle, caught at about the 45 to bring up a 3rd and 1. That's the Memphis Showboats 45 for the Brahmas. Stylianos on the catch, 85 make that. I believe he's a tight end. All right, let me check. Maybe ESPN has XFL stats, or UFL. Sorry. Handoff to the left side. He does not have it. This should be 4th and short, depending on the spot. Yeah. Just call it a full 1. 4th and 1. Let me pause my clock. Oh, there we go. So they're ahead now. All right, let's get a refresh, see if these have kicked in yet. Nope. All right, 5:52, clock rolling. All right. 4th and 1 from the Showboat 45. A quarterback sneak, and they're going to mark him short. Got a lot of pushing and shoving. Maybe the ball came out loose. I think that's going to be a turnover on downs at 5:38 in the first quarter. Should be Showboat ball. Believe they got the stop. Who's the running back? I got to get his name. Yeah, 5:38. We're going to commercial. All right. Refresh. Still nothing. All right, let's see if ESPN maybe has UFL stats. I kind of doubt it, but I will check. Looking. If they do, it's way down the list. Oh, there we go. Scores? Nope. They just have a score page. They don't have any live stats. Well, there's the rest of the games coming up this weekend. Believe those are Eastern times. No, maybe that's Central. Yeah, that's Central. Apologies. Yeah, ABC 7 won't be showing that one on Sunday. I'm going to do Cubs Sox anyways. They don't show the 11 a.m. Central games for some reason on ABC 7 Chicago. They'll have infomercials on, so I'm not going to commit to that. I still don't know. Does Fox have both of these games at noon tomorrow? And they just going to split the country on who gets what? I didn't understand this when I saw the schedule. And it's not like you can say, "Oh, it'll be available on ESPN Plus." It's a Fox game. All right, no stats here, so just gonna close this out. All right, let's see where the NBA game is at the moment. 11-7 Knicks, 6:41 to go first quarter. Game 6, they lead the series 3-2. Back in Florida, let's get a refresh. No score, and Panthers back on the power play. Oliver Ekman-Larsson tripping. All right, 5:38 in the first. So let's listen in, see what they say here. 52 blew up the play, I guess. Player over the top. All right. So, oh man, I gotta get my elbow situated here. All right, we got Showboats ball. They punted their opening drive. Brahmas threw a pick 6, 2-point converted by Memphis, and now a turnover on downs. Memphis takes it. It looks like an end around. They fake the reverse and out of bounds for a gain. Looks about 3 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 7. And let me double check the clock. 5. Nope, I'm ahead. Yeah, it is 2nd and 7. All right, now my clock is better. 2nd and 7 from their own 48-yard line. Handoff to the right side, and he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Yeah, so not a whole lot of offense so far. Punt by Memphis, pick 6 thrown by San Antonio. Then San Antonio fails on 4th and 1, and now Memphis has the ball on second time on offense. Okay, they're calling it 3rd and 6. In shotgun, back to pass, throws left, caught, and a first down near the hash marks, down to the 42 of the Brahmas for the Showboats. Let's see if their live stats are ever going to come alive. Apparently not. Is Dresser Wynn the Showboats quarterback? I don't think so tonight. No, it's number 3. Handoff, as I think Wynn might be hurt. Gets maybe 1. It's going to be 2nd and long. We'll say 9. They'll probably say 8. 3:55. It is 2nd and 9. Williams 0 for 1 passing. Jackson 2 carries, 2 yards. Williams is number 3 of the quarterback. All right, 2 wide to the right. In motion, 1 from the right to the left. Shotgun, handoff, up the middle, inside the 40, maybe the 38. Going to be 3rd and long, probably a gain of 3. 3rd and 6. Yep, 3rd and 6, 3:07. Williams 1 for 2 for 9 yards now. I don't know where that... All right. 5 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, steps up in the pocket, avoids the rush, and runs forward, and they're going to give him the first down at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Showboats with the lead and with the ball in Brahmas territory at the 32. He got flushed, went to the right, juked, then got tackled forward for the first down. Yeah, and maybe they'll get this solved at the end of the first quarter. I don't know what's going on. No live stats. All right, fakes the handoff, and the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2:08. They're going to, yep, they roll the clock now. They spot it in play. Here's the replay. Fake the handoff. Through left. Number 1 tipped it with his left hand. All right. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side. The back went in motion to the right. Back to pass. Has to escape in the pocket to the right. Keeps it. Runs forward. Slides down inside the 20 for another Showboat first down. First and 10 in the red zone. Deep in Brahmas territory. Depends where they marked where he slid down. This is the first. Sometimes those live stats are behind like a play or two, but this is the first time I've not seen them work. And we're almost at the end of the first quarter. Under a minute now. 2 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, looks left, throws short. Either he wasn't on the same page or somebody ran the wrong route. We have 50 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Clock rolling now, of course. So they mark it in play. 2nd and 10. Best offensive drive by either team thus far. 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Just short of the 18. They can get a first down just short of the 8. It's a handoff up the middle. Looks like Prince, number 34, carries inside the 15, bringing up 3rd and we'll call it 6. That might do it for the first quarter. They don't need to take another snap. There's 5 seconds left. That'll do it. That's the first quarter. 8-0 Showboats. They'll face a huge 3rd down coming up. And they'll be going left to right. I'm sorry, they just were going left to right. They'll be going right to left. All right. Man, these lights are, I didn't think they'd be hot. They're fluorescents. They don't feel, they're a little warm to the touch. I need to get modern lighting, I guess. I'm getting a little warm. Yeah. Just got the microphone this week. 2nd camera. That's it, though. That's all I've spent here on Sinbin Stream. All right, well, let's check in on the NBA and NHL, shall we? Still no score. 5:19 to go in the first. Apparently 0 for 2 on the power play for Florida at home with a 3-2 series lead, looking to close it out and avoid a Game 7 on Sunday. And a reminder, we will have Game 6 tomorrow between the Winnipeg Jets and Dallas Stars. 3-2 Dallas lead. And they are looking to close it out at home. So under 5 to go, first period, still no score. NBA will get a quick refresh. 2:11 to go, first quarter. Knicks up. Jeepers, what's with these Foot Locker ads? Actually, now it's tied 16-16. This is game 6. New York leads 3 games to 2. All right, let's get ready for the... Excuse me, had to do the mute for the sneeze. Don't blow out anybody's ears. Plenty of baseball after the hockey game tomorrow. All right, let's get the score bug ready for the second quarter. Again, 3rd and 6 from about the 16-yard line, right? No. Sorry. 3rd and 6 from the 14-yard line. Apologies. 3rd and 6 from the 14 for the Showboats, who have the 8-0 lead thanks to a pick 6 by their defense. And the offense converted the 2-point conversion from the 5. I believe, yeah, it was a pass. Well, start of the second. Let's see if there's a play-by-play yet. And that's a big negatory. Holy cow. Don't understand what the problem is. All right. San Antonio breaks the huddle. 3rd and 6 from shotgun. Williams, a back to his left. 2 receivers each side. 4 seconds on the play clock. Back to throw. Steps up and is sacked back at the 18-yard line, bringing up 4th and 10. Number 90 on the sack for the Brahmas. Williams had Prince to his left. They sent, I think they blitzed. They had at least 5, maybe 6 players on the rush. 4th and, I assume, 10, 14:30, clock rolling. I'm assuming, field goal attempt coming up for the visiting Memphis Showboats. .36, there's the snap. Right hash mark, up and good. 14-11. It's now an 11-point lead for Memphis. Coughlin boots it from 36. So the Showboats get 6, with the 2-point conversion, 8 points off a turnover on a pick 6. And they cash in on a turnover on downs when San Antonio tried a QB sneak on 4th and 1 and failed. And then they take it right down and get a field goal. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me delete that. That was absolutely wrong then. So it was Memphis 8. San Antonio 0 after first quarter. Actually, end of first quarter. Now it's 11-8. Sorry about that. Now 11-0 early in the second quarter. All right, here are my socials. If you like what we would do here, sorry, it goes a little fast when I first bring it back up. That starts with kick and then it goes slower. All right, if you're new here and you like what we do here, please hit the like button on the video. And if you would be so kind, please consider subscribing to Sinbin Stream here on YouTube. It'll really help out the channel. Appreciate it. And thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed. We're up to 82 now, and That's in part because of White Sox baseball. Well, White Sox at Cubs today. I think we got like 4 subs, so I was really pleasantly surprised. It's greatly appreciated. Yep, it's thundering, it's windy. Hopefully I don't have any issues. Fox has been breaking up a little bit. Hopefully the signal stays strong. And Fox has baseball tomorrow at 6. But we're doing 7 Central playoff hockey tomorrow. Jets at Stars, Game 6. Stars lead that series 3-2. Then baseball through Thursday. There's the kick. Taken at the 4. Returned on the left numbers. Up to the 25. And down. And guess what? Flag on the play. So hold the phone here. It'll be 1st and 10. It'll be Brahma's ball, but they just got a holding, so they're probably going to go back to the 15-yard line for 1st and 10. Okay, come on. I'm having difficulty scrolling here. Again, this is what? Week 8 of 10. Both these teams are 1-6 and only in a win in their conference. In shotgun, a back behind him. He fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, hits a receiver in the flat. Oh, was he not down? They're going to give him forward progress to the 20, bringing up 2nd and 2. So it must have been a spot foul. They didn't start at their own 15. All right, let's see if the play-by-play is going to come alive. Apparently not tonight. No live stats to show you, unfortunately. Oops, I bet you I forgot the clock. Yep. I'll have to fix that later. All right, handoff for the 1st down near the 23-yard line for the Brahmas. First possession of the 2nd quarter. All right, I'm going to have to go up to match. There we go. I'll pause mine at 13 minutes. There we go. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 3 to the right, 2 to his left. Throws right. Tight end got it. The receivers are trying to block. They get maybe 2 yards on that pass. 2nd and 8 for the home team, San Antonio Brahmas, here in the Alamo Dome. San Antonio, Texas. All right, 12:23. Yep. 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line. Shotgun and hold it. 12:16. There's a flag, probably a false start. It is. So that'll bring up, excuse me, 2nd and 13. Back at the 20. 8.6 penalties a game, most in the UFL for the Brahmas. From their own 20, they got to get to the 33. 2nd and 13. 2 to each side. A back and shotgun with him to the left. Back to pass, looking. Hogan throws incomplete in the right flat. Oh, shoot, I forgot to start the clock. Great. Awesome. Oh, yeah, 3rd and 13. Let's get the marker right. All right, 3rd and 13. They break the huddle. They're set 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield in shotgun from their own 20. Got to get to the 30, their own 33. 1 second on the play clock. There's the snap. There's a flag. Rolls to his left. Hogan throws. I think he crossed the line too when he threw, incomplete. 11:19 on the clock. Multiple flags. Let's see what they sort this out as. Get a listen here. This should be offsetting. He crossed the 20 before he threw, as far as I know. So it's going to be 3rd and 8, but I'm confused because if it was an illegal forward pass, it would have been offsetting penalties. But all right, 3rd and 8 from the 25-yard line. I swear he crossed the 20 before he threw that incomplete pass. Yeah, they're looking at it right now. He took 2 steps, and the ball was over. Are they trying to say the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage was not, the original line of scrimmage was the 23. I'm surprised. Whatever. It's just 5 yards. It's 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 13. Actually, no, from where they're snapping it, it's 3rd and 13. From the 20, he rolls to the right. Hogan on the run, throws short. Almost picked off. 10:49, and yeah, I forgot to start the clock again. This is giving up 4th and down. I don't know what's going on between Fox and the refs. I believe it should be 4th and 13. I'll have to get caught up. It is 4th and 13. So I think the penalty's offset and they replayed the down is what happened. All right, there's the snap. Kick away by the punter. Taken at the 25 between the numbers and the right sideline by the Showboats. Gets maybe a 4-yard return to the 29. Let's see the time before they take it down. Normally I would use the play-by-play as a backup. Come on, come on, come on. Show it, show it. 1st and 10 for Memphis. They have an 11-0 lead. All right, I'll have to fix the clock when they get back. Actually, let me go pop over to ESPN. I'll double check that. I don't understand it. The play-by-play or the live stats, live play-by-play is just not working. $11.19. That's not right. As far as I know. I'll just wait. Okay, first intermission, no score in Florida. Game 6. And the Panthers lead that series 3-2. Carolina already advanced in the East 4-1 over Washington. Edmonton already advanced over Vegas 4-1. They'll play the winner of Dallas and Winnipeg, and whoever wins between the Maple Leafs and the Panthers will play Carolina. No, okay. Yeah. Never mind. So game 6 tomorrow. Game 6 tomorrow between Jets and Stars, with the Stars leading 3-2. And let's get an update on, and then baseball, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they're off. Thursday we'll have the Sky game, WNBA. Knicks take a 33-20 lead 2 minutes into the second quarter. Wow. All right, let's get back to football. This really stinks not having the play-by-play available. All right, we actually have 10:13 to go. I'll get it going. First 11-point lead ties largest lead this season for the Memphis Showboats. They have the ball in their own territory and the 11-0 lead. All right, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Fake the handoff to Prince, throws to number 9. He got maybe half a yard. Maybe they call it 2nd and 9. We'll see. Let's see, the clock is at 10. All right, I'm a hair behind. I'll just 9. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, they do call it 2nd and 9. He got maybe a foot. Definitely didn't get a yard. All right. 2 to his right, has a back. He hands it off to Prince up the left hash mark. And they cut to the coach before they even were done with the play. I don't know if they got the first down. They say 3rd on the TV. Unbelievable. The play wasn't over. I don't know the distance. 3rd and we'll call it 1. 3rd and short. They got to get to the 39. They're at the 38. Looked like San Antonio was offsides. Handoff to the left. Did not get it. No flags either. Wow. I thought for sure San Antonio was offsides. We got 4th and 1 already. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And what are the Showboats going to do? Williams, 2 for 5 passing with 10 yards passing. And they send the kicking unit out. Or the punting unit out. Try not to get demonetized for saying P-U-N-T. So I'll say punting and punter, and the kick is away. They hit. YouTube's bots or AI doesn't always catch it. All right, looks like the play clock expired at 8:29. Let's see the call. I guess it's delay a game. So 4th and 6. I guess they didn't take a timeout. All righty, we'll do it again. Waiting for the clock to roll. There it is. All right, back in punting formation. Clock rolling, 8:10. Here's the snap. Kick is away, and there's a penalty on the play. Oh, and it gets obliterated when he makes the catch. I did not call for a fair catch, but we have probably a hold on Memphis, the kicking team, before the kick was sent away. All right, should be Brahma's ball. What? Illegal formation or on San Antonio, maybe? Maybe they covered up the center or the long snapper. Well, it's Brahma's ball because it was 4th and 6. So maybe they tack it on to the end of the kick. Because he got obliterated right away. All right, would be nice if we had play-by-play, but nope. Hey, you ask and you receive. There we go. Finally. Dead for the first, 22 minutes of the game. All right, looks like it's almost caught up. All right, we'll take a quick peek at some of the... You got the Hogan pass short intercepted. They give him a 43-yard pick six. Dantzler, 2-point attempt from the 5. A pass from Williams to Adams. Then Coughlin made a 36-yard field goal attempt after San Antonio failed on 4th and 1. They drove it right down and got a field goal. Here's the yardage. Not much to write home for either offense thus far. 2 for 5 on 3rd for Memphis, 2 for 6 for San Antonio. About even here on the time of possession, a 40-second advantage for Memphis. 1 tackle for loss each team, 2 sacks for 12 yards by San Antonio's defense. Not much on offense here. 2 for 5, 11 yards for Troy Williams. 5 for 9, 24 yards for Hogan, but he has that pick. 2, 4, 3, and 1 are the catches. Williams, Prince, Jackson, Davis. Not much yards. 6, 2, and 1 for Corbin, Hogan, Robbins. I'm sorry, that's the rushing attempts. I apologize. Not much on the ground. Not much in the air either. Adams, 2 catches, 11 yards. Mack, 2 for 12. Stylianos, 2 for 7. 1 for 5, Corbin. All right. Apologies for that. So punt, field goal, punt, Memphis, because they had a pick 6. So interception, that was the pick 6, downs, and punt. All right, let's get back to the play-by-play. Let's see what happened. Here we go. Mengel, punt for 37. Fair catch. Penalty on San Antonio, illegal formation, so 5 yards. So it looks like they're starting 1st and 10 from their own 25. All right. Brahmas ball, right? Yes, Brahmas ball. 8 minutes to go in the first half, and they are trailing 11-0. Jaron Horton is the Memphis D coordinator. All right, it's a handoff. They were at the 29-yard line. I don't understand the marking off of that penalty. So, oh, shoot, I didn't roll the clock. Apologies. So, probably a 2nd and 9 coming up. We'll see what... Nope, they say 7. All right, apologies. Let's get a refresh here, see if they got that carry. 3 receivers, 2 his right. 2 to his left, empty backfield, in shotgun, back to pass, looking over the middle, avoids the rush. No, he doesn't. He's sacked back at the 28-yard line. 3rd and long coming up. I believe 3rd and 11. I think that was a loss of 3 there. And I believe their play-by-play is behind. Here we go. Yep. They're still at the timeout. Oh, shoot. Yeah, my clock is behind. I'll have to catch that up later. 3rd and 11 from the 28. Shotgun. Nope. We have a penalty at 6:39. False start. So that'll bring up 3rd and 16. 6:39. Okay, good. Now my clock's ready to go. And it's rolling. 6:30 to go. All right, that's close enough. All right, let's see if this play-by-play will come back to life. Here we go. Robbins runs for 3. Hogan sacked for -4. This is the 3rd and 11. They had a false start. Now we have 3rd and 16. Back to pass. Looking. Throws to the back in the right flat. Gets it out past the 30. Out of bounds. Maybe a late hit. Yep, I think I just saw the flag at 6:08. So this might be a 1st down for San Antonio after the late hit out of bounds. He was already out, and then another guy shoved him, and another guy tackled him. 51 tried to make it look. They called it on 51. I think it's 51 or 61. He did push him. Boy, he barely touched his helmet. The other guy tackled him. He was already out. At any rate, see if the clock 6:08. Nope, not rolling yet. Now it is. Darn it. 1st and 10. 6 minutes to go. 5 penalties here. 40 yards Memphis. 4 for 25 San Antonio. In shotgun, a back to his right. Fake. It is a handoff to number 6. He gets it out maybe to the 50 for a gain of 3, bringing up 2nd and 7. And somebody lost a helmet. Clock rolling. 5:37. 5:33. All right. Hogan is 5 of 9, 24 yards, no TDs, 1 interception. Okay, we have 2 receivers and I think a tight end to his right, a back in shotgun with him to his right, 1 receiver to the left. 2nd and 7, rolls to the right, throws downfield, incomplete, over his head and then out of bounds. 5:01 to go. This will be 3rd and 7 for the Brahmas, trying to get something going on offense here. We got under 5 to go in the opening half of play. And they're interviewing Peyton Pardee on the sideline as he makes the offensive call for San Antonio. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left in shotgun. We had motion. There's a flag. Throws and catches it and out of bounds inside the 40 for a 1st down, but 4:32 to go. Well, they would have blown it dead if it was a false start. So I'm assuming this is going to be on San Antonio, but the referees are going to meet and discuss. Okay, offsides, they'll decline that. Take the play for the 1st down. All right, let's see if we can get a refresh of the play-by-play here. There it is. Corbin for 8. Oh, no, they're behind. This was the unnecessary roughness. Yeah, they're a couple plays behind. Oops, clock rolling. 1st and 10. The clock stopped at 4:18 for some reason. I'm not sure why. Is there an injury or a challenge coming? This might be a challenge by Memphis on that last 1st down play. Let me listen. Yeah, I thought we had moving. Oh, yeah, they should win this. Oh, sorry, I gave the challenge to the wrong team. Oh my gosh, they're saying they don't have enough to change it. Wow, I don't know about that. Are you kidding? Wow, okay. This means no more challenges for Memphis, and they lose a timeout here in the 1st half. Wow, I can't believe they didn't overrule it. I thought it was a good challenge. So the super challenge, you can challenge penalties that weren't called. If you get it correct, you get it back. You get one more crack at it. If you lose it, you lose a timeout and you have no more challenges left for the remainder of the game. Oh, they still froze the play-by-play here. So we'll check in later, see if they advance it. All right, so 1st and 10. 4:18 to go. 46 rushing yards for Memphis, 34 for San Antonio. -2 passing for Memphis, 41 for San Antonio. 44 total yards, Memphis, 75 for San Antonio. Shotgun, back to pass, throws, it's a double pass, essentially. Caught at the 5, touchdown for the Brahmas. They threw in the flat to the tight end, and then he, behind the line of scrimmage, and then D. Anderson caught it for the touchdown for the Brahmas, and they better hope that that was a backwards pass. 3:52 on the time. And looks like my touchdown looks clear for the Brahmas. I'm not sure why the gray is washed out. I may have to darken that up a little bit. Good throw. Oh, man, I really wish the play-by-play was working here so we could get the play. But, yeah, it's frozen again. Maybe the scoring will update. All right, they're going for 1, and they run it, and they are stuffed. Marked short. Well, hold on. Depends on where they spot it, where they uncover the pile, too. 1-point attempt. Nope, they marked him short, so no good. But San Antonio gets on the board and cuts the lead from 11 down to 5. Their first offensive output here after the offense put them in the hole. 8-0. And then set up the 3 points on the field goal for Memphis because they turned it over on downs and Memphis went down and got a field goal on that drive. All right, let's quickly refresh. Check it out here. Nope. Play-by-play is frozen. We'll go check the summary. Okay, this is good. Just the play-by-play got frozen. Stilianos pass, the tight end, to Anderson for 38 yards and a touchdown. And then the 1-point rush by Corbin was no good. So there you go. There's the scoring summary. Drives. Yeah, they still have it as unknown. They're frozen there. They updated the scoring play, but play-by-play seems to be stuck, and the drive summary is as well. All right, one more refresh. While we're at commercial, here's what's coming up. Here's my socials. Oh, there we go. They caught up back on the play-by-play. That's good. 3:52 to go. All right, let's check in on Florida. Are we underway here in the second period? Yeah, 16:34, still no score. 0 for 2 on the power play for Florida. 2 penalties in the first period for the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs. Florida leads the series 3-2. Trying to wrap up Game 6 here at home. Tomorrow night, Jets at Stars. Stars lead 3-2, trying to wrap up that series in 6 at home. NBA, we have a Game 6 tonight. Knicks up 3-2 in the series. They lead by 22, under 5 remaining first half. All right, let's get all right, 1st and 10. Actually, we'll just do kickoff here. Kickoff by San Antonio. It will be Memphis ball, provided they don't fumble the kickoff. Yeah, great trick play there by the San Antonio Brahmas at home, trailing in the late in the first half. They get on the board. Okay, are we going to do the kickoff soon? Good gravy. 2 timeouts for Memphis. They failed on a challenge. Here's the kick, left to right. It's going to be taken inside the 15, return to the right side, past the 35 and 40. Depends on where he stepped out. We got 3:48 to go in the first half. 38-yard passing touchdown, first of his career, Steven Stylianos. 1st and 10 for the Memphis Showboats in their own territory. Okay, we're still showing Stylianos on the sideline. Play clock is rolling. It's at 20. 15. Still no sign of the action on field. All right, we got shotgun back to each side. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. They motion a back. They hand it off. Number 36 on the run to the left side, inside the 50, 40, 30, 20. Pushed out of bounds between the 15 and the 10. Big, huge run for Memphis on 1st down. And I'm going to roll the clock because they're probably going to do it right now. So they hand it off to the running back from the right side, number 36, and he was off to the races immediately. Not a finger laid on him until he got pushed out of bounds. Ankle tackle missed, and then pushed out of bounds. At the 12, all right. And another handoff, and that's an easy touchdown at 3:17. Jalen Jackson, number 36, the running back. Showboats get the 6 points right back. 2 carries by Jalen Jackson, and they find the end zone. I don't think... Okay, he maybe got touched as he was leaning. Hip tackle made... Hip tackle or tackle around the waist is what I'm trying to say. Made at like the 1 and to no avail. We got a touchdown. All right, let's refresh. They're going for 2. Two-point attempt from the 5. 3 receivers to the right, 2 out wide to the left. Back in shotgun, Williams looks over the middle, throws high, incomplete. 2-point attempt, 2-point pass attempt failed for the Showboats. And we'll have a kickoff, and the ball or the possession will go back to San Antonio, provided they don't fumble the kickoff. All right, let's see if they got the touchdown yet, or I can go to the scoring summary. There it is. So 59. Oh, sorry. Jackson, a 54-yard run to the 12, then a 12-yard run to the left, both runs to the left side, and then a 2-point pass attempt from Williams was incomplete. Didn't see, they don't put who was intended. All right, let's check back in. 13:53 to go in the second period. Still no score in Florida. Still 0 for 2 on the power play for Florida. No power plays yet for the Maple Leafs. All right. First half still 21-point lead for the Knicks, who lead this Game 6 series 3-2, looking to close it out at home and avoid Game 7 in Boston. I assume. They do 2-2, 1-1-1, I'm assuming. Do they flip back to 2-3-2 in the finals? I haven't watched NBA in so long. I tried last weekend. All right. Again, coming up tomorrow, Game 6. Stars lead that series 3-2. Trying to close out the Jets at home. The Jets, I believe, were the best team in the league. Definitely in the Western Conference. Then we have Sox Cubs Sunday 1:20. So any NHL playoff hockey tomorrow, Game 6, 7 p.m. Central. Might start it a little late because that face-off will be lucky. Opening face-off will probably be like 7:20. All right, and then Sox at Cubs 1:20. Mariners at Sox 6:40 on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday getaway day 1:10. Mariners at Sox. Thursday the Sox are off, and we'll have Chicago Sky WNBA in the evening. I think it's 7. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to Sinbin Stream on YouTube. And if you like what we do here as well, please click like on the video. Helps out the channel, helps recommend have YouTube recommend our videos to other viewers. All right, forgot. Did this start right away at 7:05? I can't remember. 3:17 to go. Brahmas have all 3 timeouts. Memphis has 2. They lost a challenge. They tried to challenge for... All right, the kick is in the air. Received at the 3. Returned at the left hash mark. Past the 25 to the 27. Clock stops at 3:10. And we have another flag. So what's this about? Illegal block in the back on the return team. So 1st and 10 coming up. It'll back up the Brahmas. All right, 3:10 to go. In their own territory, 1st and 10. 20 seconds on the play clock. Showing the Memphis coach. 15. Break the huddle. They're set in shotgun. A back behind him. Here's the snap. Handoff. Up the middle. Out to the 20. To the 25. And a 1st down. Oh, I thought I started it. Man. It should be the 25. We'll see what they mark them. 2:44, clock rolling. 1st and 10. 8 carries, 33 yards for Corbin. Okay, they gave him it is the 25. In shotgun, empty set, throws left. Oh boy, that was almost picked on the inside. 2:29, the clock stops. 2nd and 10. It'll get rolling in a minute. They don't stop the clock. Well, they mark the ball in play on plays out of bounds or incomplete or even penalties, and they roll the clock except for the last 2 minutes of each half. And that could have been another pick 6 dropped by number 51. I think it got tipped at the line. That's why it was short. All right, clock rolling. Handoff to the left side, out to the 30. So we'll have 3rd and 5 after the 2-minute warning for the Brahmas, trailing by 11 in the 1st half. There we go. All right, let's refresh the play-by-play. So on this, on the kick, there was a penalty, illegal block above the waist. Corbin then rushed for 15. Hogan threw incomplete to Stylianos. I think it was tipped at the line, nearly a pick 6 as well. Then Corbin rushed for 5. So there we are. We have 3rd and 5 coming out after the 2-minute warning from their own 30-yard line for San Antonio. All right, halfway through the game. And 9:32 to go in the second. Still no score in Florida. They lead the series 3-2. This is game 6. All we got is 2 penalties in the first period on the Maple Leafs. NBA. Halftime 64-37. Yikes. What is that? 36-point lead? No, sorry. 37-point lead? Sorry, make that 27. I can't add. Yeah, so they... All right, at any rate, up 27 at the half. Look, 3-2 lead in game 6. Knicks trying to close it out at home. Oop, Fox feed is getting a little wonky for me at times. Got a lot of wind in the Chicago area tonight. All right, 3rd and 5. They break the huddle. Corbin has 38 yards rushing and 14 yards receiving. 2 receivers to his right, a back to his left, in shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws left to the back, who is tackled at the 34-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 1. And we'll see the call here. Maybe Memphis takes a timeout. The clock stopped at 1:45. Who took the timeout? Had to be Memphis. Come on. What's the deal here? Oh, let's see if the play-by-play updated. It doesn't say yet. I assume Memphis took their second timeout. They lost one because they failed on a challenge. Yeah, so they're saying both games are on Fox tomorrow. I guess you have to check your local listings to see which game you get for the UFL tomorrow. I mean, it's pretty much down to the top 2 in each conference now. They both have 2-game leads. All right, Williams is warming up. All right, it is a punt. So Memphis did take the timeout. Clock rolling. Received at the 14. 83, I forgot that guy's name. He had that great kick return on a missed field goal. 1st and 10. Got to give Memphis the ball. They're down to 1 timeout. And they cannot challenge since they failed on their challenge. All right. 1:36 to go and a 1 timeout remaining for the Memphis Showboats, and they have the 11-point lead late in the opening half. All right, they break the huddle. Williams in shotgun. 1:36 to go. 1st and 10. They mark the 18 as the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Prince. And he maybe lost a half a yard. They'll just say 2nd and 10. Clock rolling. 1:23 to go. 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Prince, number 34, the back to his left. 2 receivers each side. Rushing 4 are the Brahmas. Back to pass. Looking. Throws over the middle. Number 18 at the... Oh, he escapes and then fumbles. Was he down? Fumble return by number 23. The Brahmas inside the 10, the 5, and out of bounds at about the 3. So was he down or not? Big play if he wasn't by the San Antonio defense. He broke a tackle, then lunged forward and lost the ball. Yeah, I think the ball was loose. I don't think he put it down. It's going to be interesting as they look at this. See what they call. No, yeah, it was loose as he was trying to stretch. He fumbled himself. No contact and then knee down. This is going to stand. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a fumble. This is Brahma's ball. Huge break for the home team. That's going to be first and goal. I got to fix this. At the 3 for the Brahmas. All right, let's refresh this drive. Big turnover. Yep, Williams to Lassiter for 12, and then Lassiter fumbled. Mosley returned it from the 30 out of bounds at the 3, and the review was upheld. So first and goal from they actually call it the 2. 2 receivers out wide to his right, a back to his right. Shotgun. It is a handoff up the middle and in for a touchdown. 3 seconds go off the clock. Jashawn Corbin with the touchdown. Now it's a 5-point game again. Let's see if they go for 1 or 2 or 3. No reason to go for 3. Could go for 2, make it a 3-point game. See what they elect to do with 45 seconds in the opening half. So they cash in on the first play after the turnover. So both defenses have done. Oh, shoot. We got an injury for a Memphis Showboat defender. That's why there's a holdup. All right, they go to commercial. Please, if you haven't done so and you like what we're doing here, click like on the video and consider subscribing to Sinbin Stream on YouTube. Really helps out the channel. And here's what we have coming up. Hockey, playoff hockey, game 6 tomorrow. Dallas leads 3-2. They're at home. Then we have plenty of baseball coming up this week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday's an off day for the Sox, so we will have Chicago Sky WNBA action that Thursday night at 7. That is free over the air over local TV in the Chicago market. And refresh, yeah, we're at timeout for an injured player. All right, let's take the touchdown thing down for San Antonio. We'll see if they go for 1 or 2. Pulls back within 5. Yeah, so that was what? Oh, what did the Showboats do? Oh, on 2nd and 10, they would have had a first down. And the receiver broke a tackle, lunged forward, and tried to get extra yards. And when he went to lunge forward, he lost the ball. That's when the Brahmas scooped it up, and then they returned it, and they marked it originally at the 3, and then they put it at the 2, out of bounds. Long break. Hopefully this Memphis Showboat is okay. One of the defense, I assume it's a defensive lineman, was down on the touchdown play. Yeah, they're showing the play again. Just scooped it up. Number 23. That was Yeah, why don't they have... What is going on? Their play-by-play froze again. They didn't get the scoring play yet. All right, Dean Blandino is talking. They're showing number 18 on the sideline. He's the guy that fumbled. Yeah, ball was definitely loose, and he fumbled it before the knee was down. So it was correctly called. All right, they are going for two to try and cut it to a 3-point lead. Bunch formation, 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to throw. Throw short to number 6. Blocking, and he breaks a tackle and in. Head down, ramming his way into the end zone for a successful 2-point play. And we have a 3-point game late in the first half. It was 11-0 and 17-6. Defense gets a fumble return to the 2. Offense cashes in with a touchdown and a pass complete for 2 points. A 5-yard passing play for a 2-point conversion. Cuts it to a 3-point deficit, 17-14. All right, let's take a look at the play-by-play. Otherwise, I will go to the scoring sum. There it is. So Corbin, 2-yard rush. Then Hogan threw to Corbin for 5-yard, 2-point, successful 2-point attempt. All right, so essentially 8 points off of turnovers for now each team. Pick 6 by Memphis and a fumble, nearly a fumble 6, 2 yards short of it for San Antonio. Here's the kick. It's taken at inside the 10, right hash mark, out to the 30. Where are they spotting it? 39 seconds to go. 1 timeout still for Memphis. 1st and 10. And, oh no, another injury again for Memphis. Oh, got to give the ball back to Memphis too. Oh boy, this one doesn't. They didn't never really showed what happened on the last injury too. They took a huge timeout break, then they showed people on the sideline, and they never, if they gave a verbal update, they didn't say reporting from the sideline or whatever. So I missed it. This one looked a little more serious, unfortunately. Hate to see it. So Guerrer was the return man. And they're going to mark it at the 30 for Memphis. Still have a 3-point lead. Only 39 seconds, and they only have 1 timeout left. All right. So plenty of live play-by-play coming up here on Sinbin Stream on YouTube. Playoff hockey tomorrow, 7 Central. Cubs, White Sox at Cubs, 1:20 Sunday. Monday, Tuesday night, Mariners at White Sox, 6:40. Getaway day Wednesday, 1:10 in the afternoon. 3-game set with the Mariners. Sox are off Thursday. We'll have Chicago Sky WNBA action on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. All right, we got a minute. Let's check in on hockey. No score. Let's see. First, Florida had a too many men on the ice penalty. Then coincidental, nope. Then a Toronto penalty, and now another Ekblad interference. That makes Florida 0 for 3 and Toronto 0 for 2 now, but they're still on the power play. Nope, it's almost up. 2 seconds. No score. Late in the second, 120, back to even strength. Quick update here. Still probably at half. 64-37 Knicks. Okay, we are ready from the 30. First and 10 for the Memphis Showboats. One timeout. 3 receivers to his left, a back and shotgun with him to the left, and a receiver split wide on the right side. It's a handoff to Prince, who has to bounce it outside, and he's tackled for a loss of 1. 30 seconds, clock rolling. So make that, no, that was first and 10, make it second and 11. They may not run another play. This might be the half. Yeah, no hurry. They have 10 seconds. They don't need to snap another play. They're making it look like they're going to, but this should be it. 2-1. That's it. That's the half. The snap came after the first half ended. All right. Halftime in the Alamo Dome. Memphis Showboats on the road have a 3-point lead, 17-14. Memphis had the ball first, so San Antonio will get the ball to start the second half. All right, they generally have about a 12-minute halftime, so this game should resume about 8:49 Central. All right. Okay, let's put I'll put the halftime stats up. Let's see if the time of possession is correct. Yeah. All right, I'll put that up. I'm going to take a quick break again. Oh, game should resume about 8:49. It's 8:38 now, so like 11 more minutes. All right, I'm going to mute the mic, take a quick halftime break, and be right back. All right, we're back. Just trying to straighten the... What's his name? Don Hudson jersey. All right. Is this the mic? Yeah, that's the mic cord. All right, don't want to mess with that. Oh, sorry, I just hit the mic stand. Still got about 5 more minutes till second half kickoff. I'll check hockey and NBA real quick. If you weren't with us this afternoon, the Cubs get a win in Wrigley over the White Sox, 13-3. All right, done with the halftime stats here. We'll check the individuals. Troy Williams, Memphis quarterback, 4 for 7, 23 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Kevin Hogan, 8 for 14, 50 yards. No touchdowns and a pick. Their touchdown came on a trick play. They threw it behind the line of scrimmage to the tight end, Steven Stylianos, who threw it 38 yards for a touchdown, which was caught by Jashawn Corbin. 10 catches, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Wait a minute. Yeah. No, well, I'm sorry. That's rushing. Apologies. There it is. D. Anderson, 1 catch, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Sorry about that. Rushing, 5 carries, 70 yards, and the touchdown for Jalen Jackson of Memphis. San Antonio, Corbin, 10 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. Kwame Lassiter, a catch for 12, 2 catches for 11 by Adams. For San Antonio, I already mentioned D. Anderson. Corbin, 3 for 18. All right, defense. Tackle for loss. Steel Chambers, what a name. Levelston with a sack and tackle for loss. Pass breakup, Nasir Player. Interception, Cameron Dantzler, and a pass breakup. So he must have had, what, the pick 6, Dantzler? Yeah, 43-yard pick return. 111 yards rushing for Memphis, 56 for Brahmas, 83 passing for the Brahmas, only 10 for Memphis. Dantzler, okay, that's it for the Memphis defense. Half a sack for Beckett. Actually, who had the sack again? Oh, yeah, Levelston. All right. Half a sack for Beckett and a pass breakup. Mosley with the fumble recoveries and the return to the 2-yard line. Jordan Williams forced the fumble. I mean, really, the guy lost it on his own. Tackle for loss, Kobe Jones. What else? Sack for Isaiah Buggs and a tackle for loss. Half a sack for Matt Godel. All right, that's it for defense. Coughlin hit a 36-yard field goal. And that's the difference in the game right now. Oh, yeah, Isaiah Henney, number 83 on Memphis. He's the one that had a 108-yard missed field goal attempt return for touchdown on the last play of the half. I think probably in their only win, if I remember correctly. Memphis drives, punt, field goal, punt, touchdown, fumble, end of half. Brahmas interception which was a pick six. That was the 8-0 lead. Then the 11-0 lead for Memphis. Turnover on downs, yeah, that's what led to that field goal. So 11-0. Punt, touchdown, punt, touchdown. And we'll have to wait for the second half play-by-play. All right, let's check in on Florida real quick. Looks like we're at the second intermission. Still no score in this 3-2 Game 6 at home series lead for Florida. Trying to wrap it up and not have to travel back to Toronto for Game 7. 0 for 2 are the Leafs on the power play. 0 for 3 are the Panthers. NBA, let's see if the second half is underway. Come on. 80-43, so 37-point lead. 6:37 remains in the third. Knicks trying to wrap it up at home and not have to go back to Boston for Game 7. All right, Brahmas ball if they hang on to the kickoff. And I got to fix my clock. There we go. I got to change it to third quarter. All right, here we go. Hopefully we don't have the dearth of penalties, or, I mean, whatever. Maybe I used the wrong word. Hopefully we don't have all these penalties in the second half. So it slows the game down a little bit. All right. Stylianos is feeling it after his touchdown pass. He's kind of bobbing his head as he walks out. All right, the ball is on the tee. Showboats are kicking off from the 30 in the air. Taken at the 3 on the left hash mark. Returned between the numbers and the hash. Out to the 30, maybe the 32. 1st and 10 for the Brahmas, trailing by 3, but they have the ball. And they have a challenge left. Memphis does not. They tried to challenge for a false start, which triggered an offsides penalty on their defense, and they lost. Blandino said it wasn't enough to overturn the call on the field. It sure looked like he moved. I didn't understand why he said there wasn't enough. All right, in shotgun, motions the tight end left to right. He has a back with him, hands it off. No, he keeps it. He fakes it, rolls to the left, and gets probably back to the line of scrimmage. Probably 2nd and 10 coming up. Didn't fool anybody on the Memphis defense. All right, 14:30 to go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. Their sky cam was spinning. I don't know what they were trying to show. They say 2nd and 9. Back to pass, looking. Throw. Oh, tipped in the air. Memphis intercepts 51 on the return. Inside the 30, 25, 20. Trips. Taken down at the 16. Oh, wow. Big defensive game so far. Plays made by both defenses. 1st and 10. Ball back with Memphis deep in Brahma's territory. It looked like it got tipped at the line. And it was picked off. So who tipped it, or did he? The rush got to him. Guy tipped it as he was trying to throw. Right tackle was finally beaten, and he hit his arm on the throw, and that's what caused the pick. All right, 1st and 10 at the 16. In motion, a receiver. They give a handoff where Prince goes nowhere. In fact, he probably lost to Bringing up 2nd and 12. Huge turnover by the Brahmas offense, putting their defense in a hole. Let's get a refresh on the play-by-play. Yeah, Hogan intercepted. It was Dowell who returned it from the 39 to the 16. In shotgun, a back to his right, 2nd and 12 from the 18-yard line, still in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, throws to the end zone, incomplete, no flags. Thank the Lord. 3rd and 12, and the clock is rolling. After the incompletion, they mark it in play. Now here's the replay. (13:10), clock rolling. 3rd and 12 from the Brahmas 18-yard line. They need to get down to the 6 to get a first down. Memphis needs to. Shotgun looking left, throws left, tipped high, incomplete. 12:53, 4th and 12, likely a field goal unit. Likely a field goal attempt, likely to send the field goal unit on as Williams heads to the sideline. Yep, field goal coming up. Ball is going to be placed down at the 26, so a 36-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Here's the snap. Difficult hold. Slides it just inside the left upright. Good. And at 12:23, the visiting Showboats have a 20-14 lead early in the second half. So let's get kickoff coming up. And the Brahmas will get the ball back, provided they don't fumble the kickoff. All right, apologies, redecorating. Just realized I left up the Sox pennant from this afternoon. Need a football pennant. Oh, this was my first Packers pennant as a kid. All right, there we go. Oh, I just bumped the mic. Apologies there. All right, let's check in. Let's refresh the play-by-play first. So Prince for -2 after the interception. Williams incomplete to Adams. Williams incomplete to Pierce. Coughlin 36-yard field goal, making it 20-14 Showboats. All right, let's check in on Florida. Oh, they're underway in the 3rd. Still no score. Early in the 3rd, but no score. Game 6. Panthers lead the series 3-2. And trying to wrap up the series at home. Under 19 to go now. And at Madison Square Garden, 4:31 to go in the 3rd. Knicks lead 82-49. What is that? 33-point lead. And a 3-2 series lead. Trying to wrap it up at home and avoid a trip back to Boston for Game 7. All right, we're back from commercial. Memphis kicking from the 30, in the air, left to right. Brahmas receive around the 5. Returned up the right side to about the 27. That's where they'll mark it. 1st and 10. So 3 points off of the second half turnover early in the 3rd to give them a 6-point lead. So that is what. Oh, here, I'll turn the socials off for now. They've given up a pick 6 plus 2-point conversion and a field goal after a pick. So 11 points off of 2 turnovers, and they're down by 6, 20-14. 1st and 10. Sorry, Brahma's ball. It's a handoff. Gets to about the 35, bringing up 2nd and 2, and I got to change the possession arrow. Apologies. Brahma's ball. There we go. Try to refresh the play-by-play. That's the kickoff. All right. Where's the clock? 11:52. Oh, I forgot to start it. Darn it. I'll have to fix it later. 2nd and 2, another handoff for the first down, and then some. 45-50, taken down in Showboats territory for a first down. Wow, what a run. Let's get the play-by-play. Number 6 again. So it's Corbin for 8, Corbin for 18. 1st and 10 at the Showboats 47-yard line. I'll have to get the clock caught up later. It's 11:10 to go. Apologies. Shotgun. Turns and hands it off to Corbin again. Left side. He's tackled outside the 40. They're going to mark him at the 42. So gain of 3. So 2nd and 7. Fox says 2nd and 6. All right, 10:45. I'm going to have to sync up these clock a little bit. Go this way. Apologies. 2nd and 6. 5 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. Here's the snap. Handoff. It's not Corbin. Plunges forward inside the 40. Depending on the spot, we got 3rd and short. Let's call it 2, depending on the spot. It is 3rd and 2. 10:07. 10 minutes to go in the 3rd. All right, there we go. All right, let's refresh the play-by-play so you can see it on the screen. I want to follow along. Corbin for 4, but the last carry was not him. 3rd and 2, trailing by 6 in Memphis territory of San Antonio at the 38. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws, and looks like he caught it and lunged forward for the first down. That's Stylianos, the tight end. 1st and 10 for the Brahmas. Good fake on the handoff, rolled to his right, caught the defense, leaning to the right side of the defense, left side of the offense, and threw it. And Stylianos did the rest. Tackled, but lunged forward before he touched his knee. And a first down. 4 seconds. They snap the ball. Handoff. Runs inside the 30 to the 29. Should be 2nd and 4, depending on the spot. And what did I do with my... Oh, there's my phone. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to bop the mic stand. And then get it off center. All right. They say 2nd and 5. I can't win. Yep. Clock's still rolling. In shotgun, empty set, 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Back to pass, rush immediately. Has to avoid it. And Hogan is sacked outside the 30, maybe the 33-yard line. 3rd and long coming up. All right, 3rd and 8, they're calling it. I had to wait. I thought it was longer than that. All right, 7:47. Yeah, 3rd and 8 from the. They're saying it's the 32.5-yard line. Back to pass, throws over the middle, caught, and enough for the first down. And we got a late flag. Should be a first down. Maybe it was a face mask. I don't know. Smith is injured. He's grabbing at the back of it, just above his right knee. He made the catch. What's the call? Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. So that'll tack on. This is a first down. And yeah, he's being helped off the field, so the clock is still stopped. See where they give the line of scrimmage. Unnecessary roughness. I missed who. Was it a late hit on the quarterback? Oh, no, it was helmet to helmet on the tackle. I missed that. Apologies. So they don't have this last play yet because there's a penalty to tack on. Good in route. All right. 1st and goal, actually. And ball is marked at the 8-yard line. Handoff to the right side. Carried to about the 5 and stopped. 2nd and goal. I'm going to have to catch the clock up again. Apologies. Yep, 7 to go. All right, let's refresh the play-by-play here. Yeah, unnecessary roughness. That was a helmet-to-helmet hit. Corbin rushed for 3. 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, looking right, looks left, takes it on the run, throws it. It's tipped up in the air and caught for an interception, but we have a flag with 6:32, so hold on. May not be Memphis ball. We got to see what this penalty flag is. It was tipped up in the air as he was rolling to his left, and the defender caught it before he fell to the ground. Number 91, looks like Bronson. Oh, boy. Memphis is saying it's a San Antonio penalty. 33 tipped it up in the air. 91 caught it. 2 penalties on San Antonio declined. That is going to be 1st and 10. Memphis still with the 6-point lead. Costly turnover from 2nd and goal at the 5. Bad attempt by, who is that? Hogan. Wow. All right, I got to change the ball. So they should be like 1st and 10 at their own 5, maybe inside. Let's see what they call. Hogan intercepted at Memphis 3. Bronson, yeah. And he was downed. Touchdown. Holding declined. Illegal formation accepted. I don't know about that. All right. We have a break. All right, let's check in on the NHL, shall we? Oh, the Leafs get a goal. Austin Matthews. 6:20 into the 3rd. Assist to Marner. And the Leafs lead by 1. 11:49 to go in the 3rd. In regulation. Panthers trying to close out the series at home and avoid going back to Toronto for a Game 7, but they have under 12 minutes to try and tie this game back up. All right, and in New York, Madison Square Garden, the Knicks are still leading big, 92-57 through 3/4 of action. That is a 35-point lead with only 12 minutes remaining. Probably going to be the wrap on the series there in the 2nd round, East Conference semifinals. And let's see, playoff bracket. So the Knicks, should they advance, would play the Pacers. Pacers are the 4 seed. Knicks are the 3 seed. Timberwolves, the 6 seed, already advanced over the Warriors. Nuggets, Thunder at Nuggets, game tied 3-3. Game 7 is Sunday in OKC, like 2:30. But I'm doing the Cubs Sox, not going to do NBA. Oh, bad turnover by the Brahmas on the drive. They could have cut it to 3, even if they had to settle for a field goal. Instead, maybe their defense can get another turnover or a quick 3 and out. We'll see. Big plays by the defense, both teams thus far. 6:32 to go in the third. They're showing the guy on the bench who tipped it. From their own 3-yard line, 2 receivers out wide left, 1 to the right. It's a handoff up the middle, gets it out to about the 8 or 9 yard line. 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4. See what they mark it. Clock rolling, 6:19. Yep, we're good. All right, 2nd and what? First 7 games, 2 picks for Memphis. Tonight they have 3, and one of them was a pick 6. 2nd and 5 from their own 8. Memphis Showboats offense. Handoff. No. Keeper by Williams. Number 3. Runs to the left. Tackled out of bounds. Wow. Are they giving him the first down? I thought he was a little short. We got 5:55 to go. I got to put time back on. Oh, rolling clock. Are they giving him a first down? I thought for sure this would be 3rd and 1. The ball didn't cross, and he stepped out a yard short. Maybe it's half a yard, but it's still 3rd down. How did they give a first down? They're not going to review this? Okay. Maybe this is a chance. I still think it's going to be 3rd and 1. I don't know if San Antonio had to challenge, but he's almost a full yard short. It's at least 2 feet. Probably, 3rd and less than a yard, or 3rd in inches, but all right. Is this a challenge though by San Antonio? By San Antonio. Each team with 3 timeouts. Whoops, I forgot to give Memphis their timeouts back. Okay, I don't know if this was a booth review. I'm assuming it's 3rd and 1. Yep, clock is rolling. 3rd and 1. In shotgun, a back to his right. It's a handoff. First down by Prince out near the 19-yard line. All right, now it's a first down. Yeah, that was a generous spot on the sideline. Yeah, okay, it was just a replay review by the officials. I guess no challenge needed. All right, 2 out wide to the right, 1 to the left. A back on each side with him in shotgun. Back to handoff to Prince. He gets out to nearly the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Make that 2nd and 2 probably. Nope, 2nd and 1. 4:12 to go in the third. Yep, 2nd and 1. Let's get a refresh of the play-by-play. 7 yards. Prince, and then 9 yards Prince. Under 4 in the third quarter. 6-point lead and the ball for the Showboats. From their own 28. 2nd and 1. Williams hands off to Prince. Out to the 35 and another first down. Showboats. And we have 3:33 in the third quarter. 6-point lead, 20-14 for the Memphis Showboats. Okay, shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, a back to his right. Looks like there was a tight end. Handoff to the right side, going nowhere. That's a loss of 3, I believe. 2nd and 13. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. All right, 2nd and 13, 4 seconds on the play clock in shotgun, a back to his left. Throws, 88, the tight end, catches it, pushes his way through. Oh no, the ball came loose before he could be whistled dead, unless they say, yeah, that was a clean fumble and recover by the Brahmas. Their defense bails out their offense and gets the ball back in Memphis territory or near midfield. Brahmas ball, fumble by Memphis. 88 fumbles it. Yeah, Prince minus 3-yard run. We'll see what. So 88 with the catch, bowled his way to the 45. Then before he could fall down, Brahmas just went in there and stripped it. Steele looks like he stripped it, 22 and 23 on the recovery. So timeout on the field after the change of possession. And let's refresh the play-by-play real quick. Nope, they still don't have it. All right, update from Florida, 7:34 to go. Still 1-0 Maple Leafs on the goal from Austin Matthews, his 3rd of the playoffs. Assist to Marner. 6:20 into the 3rd period. Try and force a Game 7 in Toronto. 3-2 series lead, Florida. Should be underway in the 4th quarter here in Madison Square Garden. 8:22 to go. 104-68 Knicks. Trying to close it out with their 3-2 lead here in Game 6 at home. So that is a 36-point lead. I think Celtics have waved the white flag. This should be over. That would take a minor miracle to come back in this game. Must be at a timeout here in Florida. Oh, man. Sitting too much today with baseball and now Friday night football. Schedule announced for the NFL. So plenty of preseason coming up already on July 31st for the Hall of Fame game. Yeah. So they're showing the turnover again. Let me get this taken down here. Let's try to get a refresh. See if they updated the play-by-play. Looks like they did. Williams throw to Wilson for 14 yards. Wilson fumbled, forced by Mosley. I don't know. Forced by San Antonio, recovered by Mosley. Wilson was just backing up, looking to fall down. The Brahmas defense held him up, and I think Steele stripped it, and number 23 Mosley recovered it. All right, 1st and 10, shotgun, handoff, number 6, inside the 40 to the Memphis They're going to mark him at the 37, which will bring up a 2nd and 4. Brahmas, 3 interceptions, but chance to tie it up here on this drive after their defense gets the ball back for them. After the Brahmas threw a pick, deflected up in the air at the 5 and picked at the 3 on 2nd and goal from the 5. Handoff again. Should be enough for a first down, depending on the spot. And that was 2 carries by number 6. 2 fumbles or recoveries tonight for number 23, the safety for the Brahmas, Jordan Mosley. Corbin for 6. Corbin for... Wait. This says -7. That's not right. He had this 5-yard carry and a first down. I don't know. From the 33-yard line, right hash mark, shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls right. Hogan looking downfield, throws, and it's caught by 85, I think. Did we get a flag at 101 as well? Stylianos with the catch and inbounds. Let's see if we can pick up what they're discussing. "13 offensive pass interference." So carry for 6, carry for 4. All right, so what are they calling? All right, they're calling OPI. All right, 1st and 20, OPI. They waived the ineligible downfield. So 13. Oh yeah, he just chucked. He blocked the guy. Yeah, that's definitely OPI. He just threw his shoulder and blocked him. I believe he thought Hogan was going to tuck the ball and run. All right, clock rolling. John Trey Kirkland had the penalty. No catches today. In shotgun, another handoff. That's 26 this time. He made a spin move and ran towards the sideline and picked up 2. So we'll have 2nd and 18. We got 34 seconds still in the third. 30 now. 2nd and long. Should be 2nd and 18. Let's get a refresh. See if they updated it. Yep, there's the pass. And Sheridan, the 2-yard run. Sheridan in Hogan in shotgun. Sheridan to his right. 3 receivers to his right. Throws to Sheridan in the flat. He cuts. And he's going to have maybe a 1-yard loss or maybe no gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and long to start the 4th quarter. So, through 45 minutes played of 60, we have Memphis Showboats 20 and the home team San Antonio Brahmas 14. And they have a 3rd and long in Showboats territory when we start the 4th. The Brahmas. Okay. All right, let's get a refresh here. Sheridan for -1. They're still saying 2nd and... All right, so I think it's going to be 3rd and 19. I'm going to change it. And let's just get set for the 4th as well. So still Brahma's ball as we will start the 4th. All right, let's get an update from Florida. 2-0 Maple Leafs. Max Pacioretty, his third of the playoffs, unassisted, 14-17. 5:25 remaining, so it looks like we'll have a Game 7 in Toronto. Unless we get a quick comeback here by the Panthers trying to wrap it up at home in Game 6, leading the series 3-2. All right, from Madison Square Garden, 107-73, 6:52 to go. It's over. Knicks will advance to play the Pacers. Knicks are the 3 seed, Pacers are the 4. And a Game 7 coming up on Sunday between Denver Nuggets at Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-3 that series. Game 7. Winner of that takes on, I already forgot. The Timberwolves already advanced, so they'll be the better seed no matter who wins Game 7. All right, we're going to bring this back to the top for the fourth quarter for the play-by-play. Week 8 of the UFL season. Pair of 1-6 teams, both of their wins in their conference. They're just playing out the string. Good game by each team's defense, though. Brahmas 1-6, 1-3 in the XFL conference. Showboats 1-6, 1-4 in the USFL conference. So we got 20 to 14. There's the quarter by quarter score. It was 17-14 at half. 8-0 after 1, Memphis. 17-14 Memphis at half, and now 20-14 as we start the fourth quarter on this. They're saying 3rd and 18. Back to pass. No, it's a handoff. Apologies. Inside the 30 and taken down short at about the 26. So let's just say like 4th and 4. We'll see what Fox says. Whoops, forgot to roll the clock. Gosh darn it. 14:40. I'll have to catch it up. Hogan is 10 for 18 and 62 yards passing. 5 turnovers combined between both teams. All right, Tristan Vizcaino setting up for a field goal. 45-yard attempt. From the right hash mark. Holders ready, kicker's ready, 3 seconds, the snap, the hold, the kick is going just good. Stayed inside the left upright. Thought it might hook wide, but it didn't. 14:06, so I got to let my clock roll. And a 3-point game again. All right, we got a kickoff coming up here. Ball will be going back to Memphis with the 3-point lead as long as they don't fumble. The kickoff coming up. All right, let's refresh, see if they got the play-by-play for the fourth. They do. Corbin rushed for 15, set up the 45-yard attempt on. And they said 19 here. TV said 18. Adams, 3 targets, 2 catches for 10 yards. Number 9 on Memphis. (20-17). Just over 14 minutes to go in this football game. Thanks for watching Friday Night Football, UFL style with me. Please click like on the video. If you like what we do here, please, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button on YouTube, Sinbin Stream. All right, the kickoff is in the air. Fielded inside the 10, actually inside the 5. Returned past the 20 to maybe the 23. 14 minutes even to go. 1st and 10 for the Showboats with a slim 3-point lead in their own territory. All right, they don't have the kickoff yet. Trying to refresh. Nope, no update. 1st and 10 from their 24-yard line in shotgun, a back to his right. Here's the handoff to Prince, left side. He is out near the first down marker, depending on the spot. Showing a replay. I believe it's a first down. I will have to wait till Fox gets back after the replay. Williams handed it off to number 34, Prince, who ran for 10. Williams is number 3. Clock rolling, 13:33 to go. 1st and 10. Tonight they have 149 yards rushing. They usually get 8. Oh, a keeper. They faked the handoff, and Williams ran it to the left. Short of the 40. It'll be 2nd and long for the Showboats. Let's see what Fox puts. I'm going to call it 7. Let's get a refresh. Faked the handoff to Prince, and the right edge rusher blew up Prince, but Williams had the ball. He got either 3 or 4 on the carry. Good fake. All right, where are they marking it? 2nd and 7 is correct. Clock still rolling. Handoff to the left. That went nowhere for, I believe, Prince again. We're going to have 3rd and long. 12.5 to go. I would say he even lost 3, but I'll see what Fox has. I have 3rd and 10. 12:20 to go. Still don't know. Fox hasn't put a guess in. I'll try to refresh the 3 for 7. All right, it's 3rd and 8. 3 for 7 on 3rd down for Memphis tonight. 2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock. Back to pass it. In shotgun, looking, steps up, keeps it, and dives for the 40, bringing up 4th and 5. I thought that was going to be a delay of game. They certainly, snap looked late to me. All right, let's refresh the play-by-play. In shotgun, he had Prince to his left. He looked left. Probably could have hit the guy cutting to the right on an in route over the middle, and he just missed him. That's what the replay was showing. 11:20 on in punting formation. Punter back at about the 25. Steps forward. Kick is blocked straight up into the air to the right sideline. And it's going to be recovered. Doesn't matter. It's going to be... it doesn't matter if Memphis recovered it. It's going to be a first down for the Brahmas because they didn't get a first down. Oh, my gosh. A rush right up the middle. Again, 1st and 10 at the 40 for the... So defense and special teams shining tonight. Oh, yeah, that guy was in there, tipped it. Ball came forward and to the right sideline. Should be about the 40-yard line. San Antonio ball. Yeah, it doesn't matter who recovered it because it wasn't enough for the first down. So let's refresh here. Yeah, they don't have it yet. Hopefully shortly. All right, let's check in. That is your final 2-0 Maple Leafs forcing a Game 7. Let's go to scores. Come on. Scores. There we go. 2-0. Leafs take Game 6, force Game 7. Tomorrow night, we have this game for you. On Sinbin stream, live play-by-play reactions, and you can chat and watch along with me. Jets at Stars coming your way, Game 6, with the Stars leading the series 3-2. So then Panthers Maple Leafs, that'll be a game 7, 6:30 Central Time, Sunday night. Enjoy. I don't have cable. Again, I will have Sox Cubs on Sunday instead at 1:20. Then if needed, 6:30 again Monday night for game 7 if the Jets can win in Dallas for game 6. That'll do it for the hockey tonight. Let's get a quick refresh here. Under a minute to go, 54.4 seconds remaining, 119.81. It is a, what do we got? 19 and 19, 38-point lead. Knicks will advance again to play the Pacers. Timberwolves await the winner of Denver Nuggets at OKC Thunder, which that is Sunday at 2:30. I'm doing the White Sox instead. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday against the Mariners. We'll have that Sox series. Then Thursday, 7 o'clock, Chicago Sky, WNBA. They're replaying the blocked punt. All right, let's refresh, see if they've got the blocked punt. Man, we still have a little over 11 minutes. This game is almost 2.5 hours old. Lots of penalties, turnovers. Yeah, it should be San Antonio ball at the Memphis 40, 1st and 10. Looks like it's 39. In shotgun, handoff to the number 6 running back. Rushes inside, just inside the 35. I'm going to say 2nd and 5. Fox will probably be going to put 6. Clock rolling. 10:45 now to go. 2nd and 5. 20 seconds on the play clock. 11 of 19 for Hogan. 62 yards passing. 3 interceptions, including a pick 6 in the first quarter. Handoff. Right side. Plunges forward. Short of the first down. We got to have 3rd and 2. Maybe 3rd and 3. See what Fox says. 10, 12 to go. Yep. 3rd down. Big play. They say 3rd and 2. Trailing by 3. Clock rolling under 10 minutes. We're getting, 10 minutes to go. Clock still rolling. 3rd and 2. Just outside. Let's see. We're calling it just outside the 32. It's another handoff to the left side and second effort. And a good spot should be enough for the first down. So if you're San Antonio, you're thinking touchdown here. You don't want to settle for another field goal. 9.5 to go. Your defense and special teams have kept you in this game despite the 3 interceptions thrown by Hogan. All right, shotgun, handoff, loss of at least 2, I'd say. 2nd and 12. Maybe they'll say 11. We'll see. 9 minutes to go now in the game. Trailing by 3 with the ball in Memphis territory. Brahmas. And it is 2nd and 11. They're marking it just outside the 30. They got to get to the 19 for a first down. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shotgun. Stepped forward on a keeper, and he's going to lose about a yard. I would say this is definitely 3rd and 12, but we'll see what they call. Oh, boy. 3rd and long. Yep, 3rd and 12 coming up for the home team Brahmas. Down by 3. This would be a long field goal if they settle for it. Can't take a sack. We're already near, we're going to be at about a 49-yarder if they don't get any yardage. on this 3rd and 12 play. 2 seconds. 1. Shotgun. Looking left. Over the middle. Throws. Caught. Short of the first down. Where are they marking him? Probably at the 21. Probably going to be at least a 4th and 2. We'll see what they call. They might be going for it here. Up 4th and 4. Or are we sending the field goal? Yeah, Williams is... I'm sorry, not Williams. Hogan is coming to the bench. We have a field goal attempt coming up. 7:20 and the clock rolling. 4th and 4. Wing, the punter, is going to hold. So it's a 39-yarder attempt by Tristan Vizcaino. 1 for 1, a 45-yarder made. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick from the right hash mark is hooked badly. Wide left, no good. Wow, that was brutal. No chance. 6:56 to go. 1st and 10 coming up for the Memphis Showboats, who still hold on to the 3-point lead. Terrible kick. He just shanked it. The snap looked okay. The hold looked okay. He knew it right away. And it's still a 3-point lead. They get nothing off the tipped punt or the blocked punt. No points. Special teams tried to chip in, and field goal kicker let them down from 39 yards out. Right hash mark, and he hooked it badly the whole way. 41-yard attempt. No, that was 39, I thought. I guess I could be wrong. Well, then TV was wrong. The TV doesn't match the play-by-play. All right. Oh, let's check in Madison Square Garden, see if that game's over. It is final, 119-81. Knicks close out the Celtics. They will face, 3-seed Knicks against the 4-seed Pacers. The 2 and the 1 go down in the Eastern Conference semifinals, 2nd round of the playoffs. Timberwolves advance 4-1 over the Warriors, and we both had upsets over the 3 and the 2 in the first round. And Thunder Nuggets, or Nuggets at Thunder, Game 7. ABC on Sunday, but I am going to be doing the Sox Cubs that day. That does it for NBA coverage and NHL coverage tonight. Let's check in on the MLB scoreboard. See if there's any finals besides Cubs over Sox. All right. Marlins at home beat the Rays 9-4. Red Sox lose to the Braves in Boston 4-2. Tigers over the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-4. Yankees over the Mets in their crosstown series 6-2. Yanks. Nats over the Orioles in Baltimore 4-3. Reds beat the Guardians at home in Cincy 5-4. 13-3. Cubs in Wrigley beat the Sox. Rest of the games in progress. And it looks like the Cardinals just beat the Royals in KC. That interstate classic or matchup. All right, apologies. We're getting ready. Memphis ball from their own 29. Back to throw is Williams. Throws over the middle. Dropped. Good pass. Dropped catch. Drop ball. Clock rolling. 6:51 to go in the game. Great pass would have hit him in the numbers, but he had turned his head to look upfield and dropped it. Williams can't believe it. Claps his hands. All right, 6:24, 2 seconds on the play clock. Snap, handoff. Maybe gets a yard to bring up 3rd and 9 from around their own 30-yard line. Slim 3-point margin lead. And facing 3rd and long. Under 6 remaining now. 3rd and 9. All right, 18 is split out wide to the near, I think the near side, I can't tell. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun Prince in motion out of the backfield. Williams is about to get sacked inside the 20, back at the 19. That'll bring up 4th and 20, I believe. 11-yard loss on the sack. 5:22, clock still rolling. Let's see if we can get the play-by-play updated here. All right, yeah, Williams incomplete on a drop by Lassiter. Jackson for 1 yard. Williams sacked, -10. They're going to give him the 20. Oh, punt is away. Sorry, received, returned on the left side, tackled near the out-of-bounds line. About the 31, 4:54 to go. And Hogan takes the field, trailing by 3, largely because he's thrown 3 interceptions. Defense does their job, forces a 3 and out. They got a sack, decent field position. Now the offense of the Brahmas needs to take over. All right, got to give it to the Brahmas and watch the clock. Dantzler, a 41-yard interception return TD, according to the television. Stilianos, a 38-yard pass TD for the Brahmas. Dantzler, that was the Memphis pick 6. Stilianos, the tight end for the Brahmas. Lots of penalties, lots of turnovers. But they're both 1 and 6, so what can you expect? Okay. Still in the huddle. 23 seconds on the play clock. 20, they're getting set. 1st and 10, 4:54 to go. All 3 timeouts, both teams. San Antonio still has their challenge. In shotgun, a back behind him. Here's the snap, handoff. And that's going to be probably no gain, 2nd and 10. Let's see where they spot it. 4:42 to go. Do I need to? Nah, we're good. I'll give them a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. No doubleheader tomorrow, though. Or Sunday either. So doubleheader today. All right, shotgun, back to pass. Throws to the right, deflected, incomplete. Receiver wants a DPI. We have 4:14 to go, depending on the call. No call, 3rd and 9. No, here's the replay. 13 stopped, 14 came across. Looked pretty clean. Good throw by Hogan. Maybe he was a little early, and I say that just because his left arm kind of wrapped around the waist. I mean, it was a decent deflection with the right, but got to get the clock rolling. I forgot. Darn it. I'll have to catch the clock up later. Gosh darn it. 3rd and 9, 3:31 to go. Shotgun, back to pass. Throws down the field to the right. And there's your pass interference with 3:27 against the Showboats. 3:27, so I'll let my clock catch up. Ball was overthrown by 5 yards or more, but definite contact. Oh, shoot. I thought I hit the wrong button. Ah, shoot. 3:27. Going to be Brahmas first down inside Showboats territory. All right, let's take the flag down. Clock is probably rolling. The clock only stops under 2 minutes on penalties, incompletes, and plays out of bounds. 7 for 50, San Antonio on penalty, 6 for 65, Memphis. Shotgun, throws right to the back, out of the backfield. And first down near the Memphis 40-yard line. All right, clock rolling. I got to speed mine up. First down again. I am hitting the wrong button. Great. 2:45. Yeah, close enough. First and 10. Down by 3. The line of scrimmage is the Memphis 42. Brahmas shotgun. Another handoff to the right. Spins. Takes it near the first down. Going to be, I would say, 2 yards. 1 or 2 yards short. I'll put 2nd and 2. All right, that might take us down to the 2-minute warning. 2:15, 2nd and 2. Yeah, they may want to just milk the clock and punch it in for a touchdown on this drive. That's got to be your mentality. 3, 2, 1, 2-minute warning. Okay, both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. Yeah. Couldn't convert any points. They missed a field goal following the blocked punt. I mean, I guess they'd settle for a field goal here to try and send it to overtime, but let's just get a touchdown, shall we? Game is already coming up on 2 hours and 45 minutes. All right. NBA action over for the evening. Same with the NHL. Game 6, Jets Stars. Stars lead 3-2. Game is in Dallas tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. White Sox Cubs game 3. Cubs took the first game today or this afternoon. Then we'll have the 3-game set with the Mariners. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sox are off Thursday. We'll have WNBA Chicago Sky action, 7 o'clock. Oof, I must have ate too much salt today. Ring finger. A little swollen here. Good night. All right. I think I can survive without extra water for the final 2 minutes. Oh, all right. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed. 82 subs. Got it, I think 4 today during baseball. Five likes on the football tonight. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Helps recommend Sinbin Stream to the to YouTube to other users by the algorithm. All right, showing highlights from earlier in the game. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get a refresh here. 2nd and 2 with 2 minutes remaining. All 3 timeouts for both teams. All right, in shotgun from the 34-yard line, back to pass. Looks, throws left, down the sideline, incomplete. Ball hit it at about the 2. About 2 yards ahead of the receiver. Dantzler, the guy that had the pick 6 on the coverage. This will bring up 3rd and 2. Hogan, 13 of 23, 81 yards, no touchdowns, 3 picks, including a pick that got tipped at the 5-yard line and caught at the 3. So they're on a 2nd and goal from the 5. All right, in shotgun, a back to his right. It's a handoff to the left side. Second effort, depends on the spot. He's close. I think they're going to stop the clock and measure, or I believe he's short according to the mark. It should be 4th and 1, 4th and inches. Depends on the spot. I can't really get a good look. Boy, I don't know. His hip was down. I think he had the first down. I think they got to review this. Let's see if they review. Okay, did they give him it, or is it 4th and 1? Fox didn't indicate. All right, it is a 1st and 10. They must have taken a quick look at it. All right. It looked like a toss to the left, taken down to the 15. Number 6. I forgot his name. Apologies. I think that's Corbin. So they gave him the first down. All right. I got to speed up the clock just a little bit. We got one. Oh, am I hitting the wrong button? What the heck? 1:15 to go. Cool. All right. That's good. 1st and 10 again. Nobody using any timeouts yet. Might be a mistake if you're Memphis. 1:02, 2 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun, looked right, took it right back up the middle for a gain of 1. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. I think they're at they're at the 14-yard line. 56 seconds. The clock is stopped. I got to put time on the clock. So who took a timeout? Did they say? Yeah, just hand the ball to Corbin. I don't understand these keepers by Hogan. Okay, who took the timeout? Fox hasn't said. I'll refresh the play-by-play. Maybe it'll have it. Okay, Memphis did take a timeout, trying to save some clock in case they're trailing. All right, 2 left for Memphis, 3. Jashawn Corbin has 142 yards, most in the UFL this season on the ground. 25 carries, 142 yards, 5.7-yard average, and a touchdown. So 2nd and 9 from the 14. In shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Back to pass, looking, throws over the middle in the end zone. Oh, incomplete. I thought he caught it for a second. We still got 52 seconds left. And a 3rd and 9. Wow. Looked like a good throw. Thought he should have caught it. Maybe it got broken up. Yep, hit him in the hands. And then just when he was bringing it down, he lost the handle. Kirkland, number 13. And Hogan really wanted that one. Wow. All right, 3rd and 9. There's only 2 seconds on the play clock. Did somebody call a timeout? They never marked off the Memphis timeout. The play-by-play said Memphis. It looks like San Antonio. They're saying San Antonio took their 2nd timeout. So what is it? The play-by-play and TV don't match. Well, we know that we know that San Antonio took at least 1. TV thinks it was 2. Play-by-play does not agree. Did they correct it? No. Kirkland, incomplete. All right, I'm going to go by the play-by-play. I'm going to say 2 timeouts each team. It may be 3 for Memphis and 1 for San Antonio, as the TV seems to indicate, but we'll see. Big play in the game here. 3rd and 9 from the 14-yard line. In shotgun, empty backfield. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. Here's the snap. Back to throw. Looks. Oh, man. Hogan rolling out. Dumps it. And it's a touchdown. I think he was behind the line of scrimmage. 46 seconds to go. And the Brahmas have their first lead of the game by 3. Oh, we have a flag, so hold on. I don't think he crossed the line of scrimmage. I don't think this is an illegal forward pass. Okay. Yeah, I think it's 2-2. They still have Memphis taking the timeout, but... All right, what's the call? Oh, boy. I think we're going to maybe get a hold on the left tackle. Ah, oh, damn it. Yep. Corbin had caught it, but now we got 3rd and 19. And 45 seconds, clock rolling, back to pass, throws, caught outside the 20. Corbin takes it to about the 15, where it'll be 4th and 10. And decision time. I would assume they're going to go for the tie. Clock rolling under 30. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take the touchdown off the board. Yeah, oh, can I not? Oh, jeepers. What the heck? Nope, sorry. I got to reset. +3. So it's 20-17. Sorry about that. 4th and... Oops, sorry. Let the clock go. Oh, I'm going to have to reset. Gosh darn it. All right, there we go. 29 seconds left. 4th and 10. They say... All right, well, 33-yard attempt from the right hash mark. I'll get the timeouts figured out. I guess I'll match TV. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is good. No doubt on this one. And 26 seconds left. So we are tied. And the game is getting close to 3 hours in length. So they missed a 39-yarder. Now they convert 33. Right hash mark on its way. It was good. Oh, boy. All right. Let me, I don't know. I guess I'll match TV on the timeouts. Kind of important here, though. They say Memphis. All right. They say San Antonio took another one. So San Antonio has 1 left. I think Memphis should have 2. Wait, is it 2? Okay, so we match now. 2 left for Memphis. Brahmas with only 1. We have a kickoff coming here. All right, it'll be Memphis ball, provided they don't fumble this kickoff. Taken at the 3, left hash mark. To the right side, it's Prince. Down at about the 20 with 20 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Showboats. So, according to TV, they have 2 timeouts left. I believe that is correct. Memphis took 1. San Antonio took 2. Tied it on the field goal. 33-yarder. And if you're new to UFL, welcome. They're overtimes. They do a best of 3. They take turns from the 5-yard line going for 2. That's the and it looks like they're going to kneel down and head for overtime. They take the snap and kneel. That's going to do it. Overtime. So just typing it out in case you want to read it. Best of 3. I should put overtime. We could just say first and goal, I guess. Yeah, first and goal from the 5. That's what we'll call the OT, from the 5. Alternate possession, 2-point attempts from the 5. And a reminder, just please hit like on the video. Helps me out on YouTube. Consider hitting the subscribe button to Sinbin Stream on YouTube if you like what we do here. It would help out the channel, help it get us recommended to other YouTube viewers through the YouTube algorithm. All right. And a quick reminder, hockey tomorrow night, baseball Sunday through Wednesday. 4 straight Sox games. Game 3 against the Cubs on Sunday afternoon, then a 3-game set with the Seattle Mariners. And a game 6 tomorrow night in the hockey playoffs. Second round, Dallas leads the series 3-2, trying to close it out at home against the Winnipeg Jets. All right. Looks like Memphis's offense has the ball first. Yeah, I have no way to put this on my scoreboard. All right, they're going right to left from the 5-yard line in shotgun. 2 receivers, 1 in motion from the left. So 3 on the right now. Prince to his left in shotgun. Back to pass. They blitz. Throws over the middle. It's good. So 2 points for the Showboats on their first attempt. And I don't have a +2 button, so I have to hit +1 twice. So it was complete to number, who is it, 2. Yeah, they lost track of him. I don't know if it was a zone or what, but he just slid to the back of the end zone and was wide open. Caught. Do I go to the scoring summary, or are they going to have OT? No. Let me refresh, see if they get overtime plays here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, they just reverted. Yep, I'll just leave their score up here. All right, now I should do the possession arrow. Apologies. So now, yeah. So that was Memphis's first 2-point attempt. Now we have attempt number 1 for the home team Brahmas, and there was 7 seconds on the play clock. What happened? Oh, are they challenging? Oh, okay, so we got a challenge from the Brahmas here. Super challenge. So they still had their challenge. Memphis does not. And San Antonio, let's see what they're challenging on the 2-point attempt. Okay. They believe Memphis Showboats had a false start on their successful 2-point try. So we'll see what the review does. And, of course, it's called a super challenge because you can challenge and try to get plays overturned on penalties that went uncalled. I didn't see. I think they might be looking at the right tackle, number 63. Let's. Okay, I guess it was the left tackle. Okay, unsuccessful challenge. So the 2-point try stands. So Memphis is out of challenge. I'm sorry, Memphis already was out of challenge. Challenges, super challenges. Play on the field stands. It's 22-20. Oh, they took it off the board in overtime. Oh, we have overtime plays. Here we go. Williams to Davis for the 2-point attempt. There we go. All right, we'll update the score. Well, you can see the total. Nope, they'll have to put it back on the board. All right. Back to pass. Hogan looks right. Throws over the middle in traffic. Incomplete. No call. So we get... oh, wait. Hold the phone. We have a penalty, actually, on the Memphis Showboats. And if you get back-to-back penalties, they just award the 2-pointer. Yeah, we're past 3 hours. Oh, he lit up the quarterback. Dumb penalty. Hogan had thrown it, and then, yeah, he probably would have been fine, but his right hand hit him in the face mask. If he doesn't hit him in the face mask, he kind of actually got him with his arm over the helmet. If he doesn't do that, it's probably, not a penalty. So they get the ball at the 1-yard line. Handoff is unsuccessful. So Memphis does get the stop. So it will be Memphis ball. They're leading by 2. Coming up with their second attempt in overtime. So we'll try to refresh the play-by-play here. Yep, they should have put 22 back on the board for the Showboats. What the heck? Hey, OT. Yeah, they're stuck on this. They haven't advanced. Okay, round 2, or attempt 2, I should say. Attempt 2 of 3. Williams back on the field in shotgun. He'll have Prince to his right, number 34. 2 wide each side. 18 goes in motion to the right side, so 3. Back to pass. Throws left. Caught. Number 1 for another 2-point conversion. And San Antonio needs to convert here or the game is over. No need to go to a third conversion attempt. So San Antonio ball trailing by 4, needing a conversion to force it to attempt number 3. Who's that? I missed the last name. Number 1. Good throw by Williams into double coverage and caught. Oh, crap. They keep going back to the first quarter. That was Williams to Loxley, number 1, after he threw one to Davis. Incomplete pass for San Antonio on their first. 3 receivers to the right, a back in the backfield. Looks right, throws wide open, and the Brahmas convert to send it to round 3. So if Memphis can still end it, though, with a 26-22 final if they convert their final attempt, and there will be no need for San Antonio's third attempt. Wide open in the back of the end zone, this same, behind the coverage, and wide open receiver off the 3 receiver set to the right. Number 13 caught it. Let's see if they've updated. Okay, they got the score. They briefly had it updated, but then they took it down. Oh, there we go. I got to go. I keep getting faked out and going to the first. So this was, Kirkland on the catch on the throw from Williams. All right, they can seal the game here. On their third attempt, shotgun, back to pass. Williams throws over the middle. It's intercepted by the Brahmas. Can you return it? Number 1 has it, and he's going to get knocked down. He had one guy to beat. 18 knocked him down. So we will get San Antonio's third attempt, and we'll see if they can tie it up. I think it's basically sudden death after that, but we will see. So failed 2-point attempt on attempt number 3. Number 1 intercepted it, tried to return it, but one of the receivers knocked him down. Oh, I keep OT. There we go. Catch beat. Yeah, they still don't have it. I'll refresh later. All right. Let me give the ball to the Brahmas. Nope. There we go. Trailing by 2. They have to convert on this 2-point attempt from the 5. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, pressure on, rolls to his left. We got a hold coming up, and it's knocked down, incomplete. That'll probably be the game. I believe it's probably a hold coming up, and that should do it in overtime. 24-22, your likely final. Yep. Holding on the Brahmas, that'll drop them to 1-7. Yeah, we'll take the flag down in a minute. Brahmas lose. They're 1-7 with 2 games remaining. Showboats get a road win. They improved to 2-6. That's reflected. And that'll do it. Let's take this off. Final in overtime. It went 20. It was 20-20 in regulation. 24-20 is your final in the best of 3 overtime format. Memphis converted their first 2 attempts. San Antonio only managed their second one and failed. It got knocked down short in the end zone, and they had holding, so that the penalty was declined. So we have Memphis Showboats 24, San Antonio Brahmas 22, final overtime. That'll do it here for Sinbin Stream. Yeah, wait, is there a final thing on the football? I gotta look this up. Can't remember. No, that's so weird. I don't believe there is. Can I put it as the distance? Final distance? Nope, looks weird. First and final. Can't get rid of the 1. It'll say empty. Yep. Nope, that's not going to work. All right. In overtime, Brahmas lose at home, drop to 1-7. Showboats win on the road with a 24-22 overtime victory. They improved to 2-6. 2 games remaining for these 2 teams. And coming up, I'll have to remove that. Yeah, we got the hockey game tomorrow night, then 5 straight days of baseball. Next Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central, Chicago Sky WNBA game. That'll do it. Thanks so much for watching. If you're here and you haven't done so already, please click like on the video. Please consider clicking subscribe button on Sinbin Stream channel. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate all that have. We did get 4 more subs today to get us from 78 to 82, so much appreciated. But that'll do it. We'll see it tomorrow night for hockey, or Sunday through Wednesday for baseball, or Thursday night for WNBA basketball, or if you're here for football, only next Friday night at 7 p.m. for UFL football. That'll do it for Sinbin Stream. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good weekend.